Hi, hello again, YouTube members and Ustream members. And for those of you who might be on Justin TV, we're also there. And if you're viewing us from Facebook or through one of those Twitter videos, by all means, I do welcome you here. And in this short video series, I'll be talking with you on a very interesting subject. No, I'm not being egotistic or anything like that. It's just that I gave my book to like four young men yesterday, and I asked them to just read it. They were there playing soccer, and I saw one. He was looking shabby, poverty or poor, and he was there acting really, I can't play well because my mom is poor, my dad is this, and blah, 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 blah. And you have many soccer players who are just like this. They have problems, and they just think that just because they don't have wealth or money to buy all these things, or they don't have enough wealth to go to the camps, that means they can't excel at soccer. And I gave them my book, and one read it, and he came back to me. In fact, he actually came knocking on my door early this morning while I was doing a few videos, and he said, "Thank you, sir, for allowing me to read this book." And I told him, forget it, man. And I signed it for him, and I gave it to him and said, "That's your personal copy. Keep it and don't lose it." Now, you might be saying, what is the purpose for this video? In this video, I will be trying to talk with you on a simple subject. It's entitled Meet the Number 10 Next Door. That's what this book is all about. On the cover, you see a dramatic picture, a little black kid crying. And there you see a home, a little kid stepping on. One side is a dirty brown dirt with a little straw home and made out of mud, and the little kid just stepping over there on the green grass. Can you imagine living in a situation like that? You only have dreams and aspirations towards playing soccer, and you only have a little ball that is practically withered away, and you are just there playing bare feet. You have no soccer cleats, no beautiful luxury, so to speak, no teams to commune with. As you see on the cover, this cover is basically designed by myself, putting it all together to depict this type of picture. The picture is sad. This young man is crying because he doesn't have all the opportunities that we have as soccer players, and somehow we have taken granted off. Do you know what I mean when I say take it granted off? We somehow lock the appreciation that we have all this luxury. For example, cleats to play, socks, shank guards, and all these fancy stuff. And there are others who are out there who don't or can't even afford to purchase a soccer cleats, bare feet. And it's sad. But the beauty of this all is that soccer number 10 understands this situation in Kenya, Africa, and even in America. There are many soccer programs here, but there are still soccer kids out there who can't afford a cleats. Crazy, isn't it? Now, I will not attack our nation in saying soccer stuff, but I will say it as it is. There are kids out here in America who can't really afford a soccer cleats. And there are kids out there in Kenya and Africa who don't or doesn't or can't even just only the picture of to just basically picture one in their mind would be too expensive, so to speak. I'm just trying to be, a little bit funny right there, but it's really sad. Meet the Number 10 Next Door elaborates on the four families of soccer, and I've added one to make it five, really. These families are the global family of soccer. No study of this nature has ever been conducted. This study was practically done under, I think it was 5 to 10 years of my life's research on the subject of soccer and soccer number 10s. And I put together this book. What got my attention while I was looking back through this book was the mere fact that this young man had marked this book up so bad that I had to look at it because I gave away actually four, and I gave one to one kid because the other guy said they don't need to read this book again. They read it all night last night. One said it's already in his heart and in his mind. I know he's gonna play well, but what I'm saying is there are five families, and I will try not to go through them because I'm not sure if you have the time. And since we're doing a YouTube shoot and a Ustream live, I hope and trust that probably one day on the forum when I'm doing a live stream, since I will not be using up too much bandwidth on the servers. For example, YouTube allows just I think it's 10 megabytes or 10 minutes per memory memory space and so forth. But YouTube doesn't allow certain videos to pass certain limits. You all know this. But what I'm saying is, in this on this page particular, it caused me to remember a lot of things when I started to read this book. And I noticed the highlighting right here by this young man. After disclosing the final family of the four, I elaborated on a simple topic. For example, you see, it's an unusual sentence structure. We'll try not to go in English and all that crazy stuff. I'll just try to keep it simple. You see, skill is blind. Period. Full stops. Period. That's it. Skill is blind. Yes, soccer skill is blind. It does not care who you are. It does not care if you are wealthy or you're poor. Soccer skill does not care if you're rich or you're poor. For example, I'm going to let you hear some of the names of these families. The Richensteins or the Elroys or even the Jones. Skill does not care if you are at the poorest level on the scale of measurements. It's a crazy scale that I've created while I was writing this book. It's a scale that many players play soccer and their soccer skills sometimes equate to their level of wealth. You have many soccer players who play according to their levels of wealth. It's not typical, but I'm just saying some players play with their level of confidence based upon how they perceive themselves, rich or poor. And some rich players play confident and they don't have the skill. Not being hidden, throwing stone at anyone. You kidding me? I'm just saying it, man. Just help me. Lee just got to keep it real with you. That's just what Lee does at the soccer number 10. And as a measurement of scale, people think crazy stuff. So just kind of, if you have never thought about this, I've never seen it in any soccer books. That's why I made sure it's in this book. Like the Kuntas, these were the very poorest of the poorest in this book on the four families. Or in the neutral grounds, for example, like the Robinsons. Skill is blind. Skill is blind. It cannot be bought, nor can it be sold. Skill can only be acquired by hard trials and errors. And by means of practice and determination to never give up, to never quit, to never throw in the towel, even though the coach say, no, you can't, even though your mom and dad might say, no, we don't think you can make it because this dream is too high. Determination, persistence, and with the will, and continue reading, with the will to keep moving forward. With the will, with the will to keep moving forward to your impossible dream. To your impossible dream. Even though they say that you can't. Skill is still blind to whatsoever they say, to whatsoever they think of you. But you got to have the determination. You got to have the will to move forward with your impossible dream. And you have to have also the faith. I'm trying not to be talking too much about this book. But I hope and trust that you get the idea to what I'm driving at with soccer skills. Don't ever say to yourself, you are poor. And even if you are poor, think like Messi when he was a kid, and you will see that he wasn't really poor after all. You see, Skill visited Messi when he was poor, had nothing to eat, and he was just out there on the streets. That's why Messi plays the way he does, because he understands that Skill is blind, and he understands where he is at. And if you want to think anything else, you could even label this kid on the book as Messi. And this is what this book is all about, to share with you that you can still make it and how you can make it. In Meet the Number 10 Next Door, who are the true number 10s? What they do, which family they come from, how they became famous. Can I ever become one of them or better? Get the answers in this book and discover the truth, about soccer's most feared player, the number 10. You will be shocked to what you will find out. A simple read that has dynamites in it that will shake your world up, make you think, might make you cry. As I said, those boys came this morning, and one said he actually cried last night because one of those family members was basically himself and what he is presently going through within his family. This book was just written for a donation towards helping soccer programs. And this is what this book does. Meet the Number 10 Next Door. I want to give this book away for free on the forum as a digital download. But I want you to also understand my setting and my position for doing this and its copyrights and so forth. I want to give this book away to the kids for free. And that's why on our forum, I've tried to get people to tell their friends so we can grow and use advertisement to allow me to cover the expenses of digital downloads for these products. I know you might say digital download has no cost, but the manner and the production in which it will be in and the deliverability, so to speak. I'm so sorry, I'm almost bite my tongue and speak another language. But it causes the value of this product to go down. And I want to give it to you. Yes, you. Meet the Number 10 Next Door is promising to change your life. My name is Dennis Lee of the soccernumber10.com forum. By all means, go over there, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and tell your friends about the forum. Help us grow. And the more we grow, the more products and programs we can throw at you for free. Again, thank you very much. My name is Dennis Lee. Enjoy.